Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for My Hero Academia Season 4 Episode 15. We might get a new opening this time, I don't know. I'm assuming that we're gonna get our, mid-season change soon. I'm just not sure when it's gonna be, but, it might be this episode, but I don't know. Anyways, also you'll notice I slightly changed up my lighting a little bit, or you might notice, I used to have a lamp that is now right here, right next to me, right above me, on this half of me, because before it was like, this half of me was brighter, and this half of me was shadowed. I was trying to pull off, like, some All Might shit. No, I'm just kidding. It was so much shadows. But it was way back there, brightening up the, right out of frame, brightening up my background, but I decided to move it, trying this out for a bit. I think it looks a bit better. I've been doing this for, my streams and stuff, but just wanted to say that. Alright. Okay, on to My Hero. So last episode, we had the League of Villains take off, Overhaul's arms, essentially, or like around by his wrists and a little bit of his arm, but his hands are gone, so he cannot use his quirk anymore, which is insane. And then they also took the remaining bullets for whatever they're going to use those for. Eri is in quarantine. All of our other friends are okay, except for Night-Eye, who is gone. We lost him. Poor Night-Eye and everybody else. At least he died knowing that the future can be changed, and his hero All Might be able to be saved. But it's still unfortunate that when he finally found some peace and learned this, he died. So, but I don't know what's going to be happening this episode. We kind of had like a game changer on both sides, I'd say. The League of Villains have, their game changer going on, and then the heroes kind of have theirs. Maybe we're going to get some aftermath stuff. Maybe we're going to talk about like what we're going to be getting into next. I don't know, but let's just hop into it and see what happens, I guess. I will be watching the openings, by the way, if there is a new one, so yeah. Alrighty, full length. We're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. A little bit of recap of this, I see. A lot of recap of this. Yeah. It's incredible that he didn't even, like, feel the pain. I wonder if he's just so out of it, if they gave him, like, meds because he was hurt or something. Or if when compressed takes a section of your body, it doesn't even, like, hurt. Right there, I can't tell if it's pain or if it's just the fear of not being able to use his quirk anymore. Oh my god, Shigaraki. Ever the performer, Mr. Compress. Yeah. Oh, new opening! Whoa! Very uplifting start for what we just saw. What the heck? They're all spending time with each other, building stuff. Maybe some kind of school fair we're gonna get, or something, kind of looks like. Huh. I know sometimes they do, like, school fair kind of things like this, where the kids put on, like, different stuff. Ooh, we get some Todoroki brooding. Seems like a little Bakugo brooding, too. Interesting, there's a lot of Jiro in this opening. Are we gonna get some more Jiro development in the second half, maybe? Endeavor. Oh my. He tried to jump in and then just instantly went back to his small form. This is a very interesting opening. What the heck? It's very upbeat after what just happened last episode in the beginning of this one. Yeah, there's Jiro at like a concert. Interesting. What the heck? What are we getting into? Yeah, he's hunting Kuragiri. What is he up to? So somewhere in the woods where there's like no one else or something, or not a lot of people, and Kuragiri's lurking around there. Smoldering flames. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Oh. Gran Torino's going in. Okay, okay. Oh, nice. Seems like he stopped him. Alright. Is he gonna get away or is he just gonna be captured? Don't distract him. Uh-oh. Wasn't there a guy in, like, Season 2 when it talked about Stain? Of, like, a big dude in, like, smoky woods or something? Could it be that guy? Uh-oh. Oh, what? Oh god, All for One had some in the woods? Whoa. Oh god, what the hell is this guy? Gajantomarchia? Or something? Everything is for my master! Wait, we heard that before! Is that the guy from Kirishima's backstory? Oh, maybe. Uh, so Snatch was killed. Damn. That stinks. Yeah, I mean, once the hero's captured by the police, the hero wasn't, Midoriya wasn't required to be there anymore, I guess. Nice. They're all up and moving. Cool. Aw, Midoriya. Yeah. Oh, man, she's still having a hard time after all that. Yes, I want to see some. I want to see some Mirio. Even though I know it's kind of sad, but I'm sure he's still in high spirits. I bet it's Mirio, right? I knew it. He's gonna be in high spirits, even though I'm this energetic. Uh, uh, damn. Aw. That's so sad. Yeah, he wanted him to smile. Oh, yeah. Such a strong boy. Oh, yeah. Midoriya's gonna start fighting with himself about the whole him having one for all over um Mirio. Yeah. Oh, oh, Mirio. I pretty much saw it going that way, but I thought I didn't think I didn't think Midoriya would actually come out and say that out loud. Ah, Mirio's such a good guy. God. Yeah. Alright. Ah, Mirio. Yeah. Oh, he heard all that. I wonder how much he heard. If he heard Midoriya mention like the cork thing too. Kirishima. Oh. 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 Routine questioning, I suppose. Damn. These kids are busy. Yeah. Oh. What are they up to? He's all pissed back there. Freaking Bakugo. It's been a while since we got some Bakugo anger, right? Feels like it's been a while anyway. Nice. Alright, so things are wrapping up, things are kind of getting back to normal a little bit. That's what I was saying! So did they were they on the news? Yeah, okay, they were. Damn. You troublesome kids. Aww. Aw. Todoroki. Huh, what are you up to, Todoroki? Ah, Iida, I missed you! Yeah, he's remembering from back then. Yeah, he's gonna. I wonder if how much of a brave face he's just putting on. Like, I think he wants to believe it, but the way he said that almost seemed like he's still holding back a little bit, you know? He's just shoving chocolate cake in his mouth. Uh, oh, yeah, that's right. She did carry him up, and now he's gone. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, there must be something she's thinking to herself, like, what if, what if I held him more carefully? What if there was something more I could do to stabilize him? Stuff like that. Ah, I just realized he has part of his hair spike going in his eye. What the heck? Ah, that's cool now that we know with her asking like that. That's cool. You're here because you were worried. Oh, what's Todoroki up to? He got a text and now he's taken off. We also haven't seen Tokoyami, who is at his own little internship, or not internship, but work study. Uh, Maybe that's what the text is about, or is it something else? Interesting. Uh, 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 Man, so badass. That whole thing was so ridiculous. Oh, I love that shot so much of like Aries' hair shadowed behind him and everything. He looks so evil though. So much on his mind, yeah. God damn it. Parker, god damn it. Bad boys. Oh. Man, just from laughing, I guess, and just my eyes are just watering. It's so awesome seeing all these kids again after everything that happened. Interesting. Wait, he said they captured. Wait, so did they actually get away with him? So they couldn't get the big guy. Oh, jeez. Damn, but he was able to jump away with both of them. Gran Torino, you badass. But that guy got away. Holy crap. Damn, just bottled that all down. All Might just keeping that down and moving on. Oh, Endeavor. What is he up to? Hmm. Interesting. What does Endeavor want to say? Oh, he's just like, huh, huh, huh. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Oh my god. Is that what the phone call's a bit about? I guess. Yeah. Well, too late. Inasa, right? Yeah. Huh. Is that the real Cammy? So he's just watching. Okay, that's why he's here. So this is the this is the real Cammy, I guess. So she didn't die. Interesting. Hmm. Oh. Oh, it's over. This is the ending. Okay, I was like, what the hell's happening? Alright, and we got a new ending, too, of course, to go with the new opening. Let's see what we got here. Whoa. Wait, who's that bunny chick in the corner? And we got All Might. Oh, are we gonna get some All Might backstory? It looked like he was winning the sports festival or something. a bunch of Mirio when he looks younger a bit. Some younger Aizawa and President Mike. That's cool. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna get some younger stuff, or if that's just like fun little images. All our characters that went through their stuff, all kind of brooding a bit. Huh, there's a lot of characters just like laying there thinking, too. Interesting. There's a bunch of characters that are younger that we haven't seen, but oh, that was Toga, actually! We saw Toga with a bunch of, like, little kids. A bunch of Endeavor's family. Who's that guy with the wings? Is that maybe the guy that Tokoyami went to go have his internship? The hot guy with wings? I don't know. Interesting. But no preview. No preview. Alrighty, guys, so that is the end of episode 15. Interesting episode. Very interesting opening and ending, too. I watched both of them. I probably kept my reaction in there for you guys for this episode. I don't put my reaction to the openings and endings in every single reaction. I usually cut them out, but the first time I watch them, I try to keep them in for you guys. Unless one of my shows is like a boring one or something, and if I like don't say anything, then I don't bother. But these ones were pretty good. I talked a lot about in them, so probably kept them in. But damn, okay, interesting episode. It was like a recappy, finale kind of episode, and now we're moving into kind of the next chapter of the story, I think, in the next episode, right? I think that's how it's gonna go. Because in the beginning, we had some new information show up with the League, right? We had a little recap on what they did to Overhaul and everything, but then we had Gran Torino, because during all that mess that Midoriya was in and all the other heroes and everything with Overhaul, Gran Torino was looking into Kurogiri, who was apparently going into these mountains alone, and he found out that there was like 4 different like sightings of Kurogiri or something like that, and that's how they were able to find him, I believe, if I read that right towards the beginning. And he managed to capture him right away, easy peasy. Except then we had Giganta Marcio or whatever it was show up, who he said everything I do is for my master, or something along those lines, which reminds me a lot of what the guy said that was looking for a certain hero agency back in Kirishima's flashback, and, what's her name? Oh, why can't I think of it? Not Mineta. Mineta's the pervy kid. Oh, why can't... The Pinky is her hero name, I think. Oh, why can't I think of her name? I'm so dumb. I don't know why I can't think of it right now. I know it, but I just can't think of it. But she was the one that directed him to the police station, and when he was walking away, he said, like, everything I do is for my master or something. I believe it was very similar to what that guy said, so I wonder if that's him. But the size difference, I don't know, that other guy was big too. It's hard to tell whether this guy was bigger, I'm not sure. But then we also had a little teaser to someone way back in Season 2 when they mentioned, like, talking about Stain's principles and people heading to the League of Villains. And we had someone in the woods with a radio, and this guy had a radio around his neck, and that was a big guy as well. I just don't know if it's the same big guy. He was in, like, Smoke and Shadow and stuff like that back in, like, Season 2, I believe, or whenever all that happened with Stain. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's the same person or not, but that's pretty cool if it is. Because I've always wondered, the characters there that we hadn't seen back there that were teased. I wondered if they just scrapped those ideas or if they were seeding future content. And it seems like they were seeding future content because, according to Kurogiri, this guy was raised by All For One. And he said it wasn't just Shigaraki. So I wonder if All For One raised more people than just these two, even. And did he put as much effort into this Giganta, whatever his name is, Giganta Marco or whatever it is, uh, as he did Shigaraki? And did he put that kind of investment into other people as well, I wonder? So that seeds just more influence of All For One, more fallout of that and everything going on, as well as the League of Villains stuff. But, even with the influence of this guy coming in and interrupting what Gran Torino was doing, Gran Torino still managed to get the police officer, and himself and Kurogiri out of there using his quirk, which is insane, especially with Gran Torino's age and everything. I don't want to say that Gran Torino's, like, not a good hero because of his age, but just being able to carry those two people and jump out of there, even in his retirement, I can't imagine how good he was in his prime, right? But he managed to get out of there, and they captured Kurogiri now. Like, League of Villains lost Kurogiri. That's a pretty big blow for them. That was their, like, entrance and an escape route in a lot of their situations that, they just lost. So that's kind of a game changer. Unless this, like, walking disaster manages to break them out, right? I don't know what this guy's power is, but he managed to, like, take down, it was like a 3 mountains, it looked like, around each other, and he, like, crushed the whole center in between them, and, like, took out, like, half of 3 of the mountains. I don't know what the hell this guy's capable of, but they call him a walking disaster, so that's insane. That's gonna be something we might be dealing with this season, or seeding next season stuff, I'm not sure, but oh man. But then we moved into kind of a lot of aftermath and recap stuff with all the kids that took part in this, and we also got to see a lot of what was going on with the other kids, right? They threw a lot at us, so I don't want to. It's obviously not a recap episode, but they went back to the dorms. They talked to all the other kids about what was going on. They didn't really talk. The other kids saw on the news and just did all the talking basically, but Todoroki was his usual quiet self. He's always been kind of quiet. I'm surprised he didn't say more. But I guess he has his own stuff going on. Like, usually, even back when Midoriya was crying at the lunch table, even Todoroki said some stuff there, but I feel like he didn't say much here. But I guess, he might have just had it on his mind that his dad was going to be going to see him. I don't know if there was anything else going on. I don't know, because they did do, like, a quick little flashback showing that Endeavor did, like, call him and let him know that he was going to go there and watch his training. So I don't know if that's what was bugging Todoroki, or if there's more to it, or what's going on with that. But, he was worried about Endeavor running into All Might and stuff like that. So he kind of had, like, his own stuff going on, which makes sense. The world doesn't have to revolve around Midoriya and what happened with them. These other kids have their own problems too. So it's kind of cool seeing Todoroki kind of have his own thing going on. And then Bakugo, it's kind of funny that what's his name? Not Kirishima, it's the other K. Oh man, it's been so long since we've seen them. It probably showed his name this episode too. It was Denki Kaminari. There we go. The lightning dude was like, "Oh, you're here because you care, and you're worried, aren't you?" And Bakugo was like, "Oh no, no," and just like walked off and said, "I'm leaving." But it's kind of funny that Bakugo probably did care a little bit and wanted to make sure that they were okay after everything that happened. So interesting, but Um, man, so much. I feel like so much happened, but yeah, a lot of the kids once they got back to their rooms and it was quiet, it seems like they had a hard time sleeping. They could only like think about what happened. They also saw that they saw what the League of Villains did to Overhaul and stuff like that. So and even Aizawa, like even before Midori even said anything, was like, "Don't blame yourself. This isn't your fault." And that's gonna like suck too, because someone that you just worked so hard to save killed one of your heroes. The guy you were doing your work study for died because of this group of villains and everything, and now one of them just got like attacked, and I guess he didn't get away, but he lost his arms and stuff like that. And well, Snatch, the sand hero that was there, apparently died. We saw him get compressed, but we didn't actually see his death. I guess we didn't know that they didn't just uncompress him and let him go or something. I guess they must have uncompressed him and killed him. So that's rough. And I'm not sure about like any other police or stuff that might have been caught in the crash and stuff, if they're dead or whatnot. I didn't like hear the full report. I wasn't sure. They might have mentioned how many casualties there were there, but Midoriya obviously was going to beat himself up over that kind of stuff, and Aizawa kind of jumped the gun and was like, "No, don't beat yourself up over this." But yep, we had them all laying down, kind of, thinking about what happened, and we had Midoriya with some flashback stuff to all the events that happened and how he couldn't sleep. Oh, we also had Midoriya in the hospital. I didn't talk about that, with Mirio, and Mirio talking about how, Night Eye's last words, or one of his few last words, were, "You're going to be a great hero," and he's taken that to heart. And he said to keep smiling, so he's going to try not to be sad. He's going to try to keep smiling. He's going to see if when Eri wakes up, if she can get a handle on our quirk and give his back, which is a possibility that I mentioned in one of our previous episodes. And he said he's going to look into other ways to get his quirk back. Like, I don't know if they are capable or willing to do the same kind of stuff that Overhaul did, to create the bullets in the first place, to create a serum for them, like what Overhaul was gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna dedicate a team of like scientists to do that or not, but he's trying to stay positive, and it helped Midoriya stay positive, and even Midoriya was almost about to be, well, he even said it out loud, which I thought Midoriya would internalize it, right? I didn't think Midoriya would actually say out loud, "If I could give you my quirk, would you?" and then get cut off, because I don't think Mirio knows that One For All can be transferred. But even, like, I don't know if maybe Mirio suspected that, and suspected that's why Night Eye took him in, or if even before all that, even if he didn't suspect anything, if Mirio was just like, "I'll stop you there," with that line of thinking, even if it is just a hypothetical, I don't want you thinking like that, because, you're a hero, you did good, none of this is your fault, you don't have to give up something because of me. I'm gonna find a way to, become a hero. I'm gonna find a way to stay happy, live up to what Night Eye said, and become a good hero, just like Night Eye predicted. And I really like that. And even though I expected that, if Midoriya did it, like, we talked about this before, about Midoriya possibly giving his power, or wanting to give his power, struggling with that idea. But I kind of figured that Mirio would be the one to be like, "No, I'm not going to take it," And that's pretty much what he did this episode. But I still just love seeing it. But, oh man, so crazy stuff went on this episode. What else happened this episode? I guess the opening and ending we can talk about real fast too. The opening was interesting. It had a lot of upbeat stuff, so I think we're gonna get like fun school stuff again for a bit. Obviously we might have to deal with some of this villain stuff that's going on, or maybe that's next season, who knows. but they might be doing some kind of fun, like, artsy kind of thing, because we had a lot of different things of, like, I don't know what it's called. They're like, I think they're like club activity kind of stuff in other shows, in other animes I've seen. But I've seen a lot of animes where the kids in school have their different club activities where they all get together and they all do different things. Like sometimes they have like a maid cafe, sometimes they have like a haunted house, and they all put together this different stuff and decorate the rooms and stuff like that. And that's what the opening reminded me of. So I don't know if we're gonna see something like that, some kind of like UA project or something, and all the kids are gonna get in on it. It's gonna be interesting because it might not have anything to do with quirks. It might be similar. It might have a similar feel to the room episode where everyone showed off their different rooms and stuff like that. Um, when they entered the dorms. But that's just a theory based off what we saw in the opening. And then there was a lot of Jiro. She was like putting on a concert and stuff like that. They even had like different outfits on, right? They had like orange shirts on and stuff like that. So I wonder if it's like multiple schools come together for this activity or something. I don't know. I don't know what it could be, but I'm interested. Hmm. Or maybe the different classes in the school have different shirts to distinguish the different classes or something, so it might just be a UA thing. Um, or it could just be a design choice in the opening, and it might not. None of this might happen, like there might not be any of this that we saw in the opening. It might just be like a fun little opening. And none of what we saw comes true, but there was a lot of Jiro in it, and I'm wondering if she's gonna get some more development coming up and stuff like that, or if she's just gonna be kind of like a fun addition playing music and stuff, and that's where her development's gonna come in. I don't know, or if she's gonna have like a hero moment. I don't know, but um, man, I thought I'm still stuck in the back of my mind this whole time while I'm discussing this. I'm thinking in the back head about what Pinky, I believe that was her hero name, what her actual name is, because it's like on the tip of my tongue, like it's right there, like I'm like 2 seconds away from figuring it out, and like I just keep thinking about it, but I can't believe I forgot it. I don't know how I did. That bugs me so much. But and then the ending was interesting. We had a lot of kind of brooding and thinking and stuff like that. Like at first it just showed the kids who partook in this recent attack and everything, the siege, and they were all in bed thinking, which we saw this episode, so that wasn't unbelievable. But then it like panned out and showed a bunch of different frames of all the different characters like laying in bed with like these faces that look like they're just thinking about, life or what just happened to them and stuff like that. So I wonder if the rest of the kids are going to kind of have like a moment like that, or if that was just a stylistic kind of thing. But then there was also a ton of pictures through the ending that were like, younger Aizawa and present Mike. We had younger, I think it was younger All Might, what looked like winning the sports festival. It looked like Toga in school with a bunch of other girls. I wonder if we're gonna get like, I wonder if this second half of the season could be like some fun school stuff, but then flashing back to other characters' school stuff, right? Like maybe they will be doing some big like UA festival kind of thing where all the kids are putting on this stuff, and All Might will at one point be like, "Oh, I remember back when I was young in UA," and we flash back to something of All Might, possibly winning the sports festival or whatever that picture was from, or more past of Aizawa, which we saw a tiny bit of once when Aizawa got his name, right, where President Mike picked it for him, and that'd be so cool to get some flashback, and maybe like Toga is like outside of UA, like peeking in, like watching their festival happen, or maybe she sneaks in as someone else, you know, disguised as someone, and she's like, I remember festivals like this, and she just like goes back to when she like was in school with friends and her killing them all or whatever she did back then. It can't be too long ago. She's still like that young, so I don't know. By the way, for those of you that stick with these discussions, you may have heard me in a previous discussion talk about the possibility that Toga could be not look like Toga. Like, I always thought, like, maybe she somehow, like, reverts to this look, but she really is, like, an old lady, and that's why she's so skilled. But I completely forgot when I came up with that theory. Aizawa, during that episode that I came up with that theory, Aizawa used his quirk to disable Toga's quirk. So there's no way that that's not Toga. Like, that's her true form that we see, you know, because Aizawa disabled her quirk, so she got, and she instantly, like, melted out of the, I think it was, Rocklock that she was impersonating at the time, and she instantly melted, which means she would have went back to her true form if that was the case. So Toga is her true form. I was completely wrong on that theory that I had before. I feel stupid for coming up with it. I meant to talk about that earlier in another episode, but yeah, so I am very, very much looking forward to seeing what comes next. I really wouldn't mind some, after everything, all this emotional stuff that's happened, to just have some fun school stuff, kind of like the opening hints at, and maybe some cool flashback stuff, like the ending hints at, and a combination of fun school stuff and fun backstory for the characters we love, you know. I would love to see that. And I could honestly, I think I could probably watch that if they did it right for the rest of this season, right? And then, because we're on episode 15, there's like 9 more episodes left. And then maybe next season jumping into some more villain stuff with this Giganta Marco guy or whatever his name was. And more League of Villains, stuff like that. But I don't know, with 9 episodes left, I don't know how much League of Villains stuff we can have, or the season might end with like a couple episode cliffhanger of them, like the League of Villains doing some stuff or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes next for this show, but yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm looking forward to it very much. But I think that pretty much sums up everything I have to say. I'm sure there's some stuff I missed because there was so many, like, I feel like there was so much little stuff in this episode, right? Like, it was just one after another, all these little things, you know, like, I also wonder what Endeavor has to talk about All Might with. I'm wondering what that's going to be about, and all that, so, oh man. Alright, but I guess we will find out more later. Thank you guys for sticking around with the discussion. Thanks for watching the reaction. Hope you enjoyed it. If you guys did and you want more and you want to be notified for more, hit that subscribe button. And you can also check out my Patreon at patreon.com/Morthadon, where you can get full length. So if there's any part you like so that I cut out and you can see the whole episode there, you also support me and what I do here. And I very much appreciate it. It allows me to do more and everything. And there's also a link to my Patreon in the description as well. I think patreon.com/Morthadon, link in the description also. I don't know if I said both things. My bad. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.